Hey, it's Delilah and I'm here with a Kickstarter production update. In my last video update, we did an unboxing video of the physical sample copies that I had received for the special edition of Supplicant, plus the end papers and dust jackets for Petition, as well as the character art prints. There has been a lot going on behind the scenes, which I've posted about in detail over on Kickstarter, but today I have some great news to share. The special editions are done. Now, I don't have a physical copy that I can hold in front of the camera and show you because they are currently going through the printer's quality control process. What we do have is videos and photos of the advanced copies. So these are books that my rep at the printer ran over to the factory and grabbed off the production line just to share with us so we can see how the books have actually turned out. Because he's a lovely, lovely person and he knows how anxious we are about these books. He has also arranged for professional studio shots of the books, and this is what they look like. These look so good. This is unreal. It's wild how much these look like the mock-ups that I did for the Kickstarter campaign. Like, I know that was the point of having the mock-ups, but there's always a part of me that is a little bit skeptical. Maybe not skeptical, but like the fear that it might not turn out as good as the mock-ups. But this is absolutely amazing. It looks exactly like how I had imagined it. For the physical sample, I got gloss jackets, mainly because I had gotten gloss jackets on the retail covers, but we decided they were a bit too shiny, and so we changed over to matte finishes. You can also see that they got my memo about flipping the ordering of the dust jackets. So Rosemary's art will be the first thing that you see when you unbox these. Here in the studio shot, you can see that little bit of manual creasing that the printer rep was talking about when he initially hand folded it. He was just like super excited to show us. That's not going to happen on your copies because your copies will be machine folded. The colors in the videos are a little bit washed out because this is not studio lighting, and so the blues in the Supplicant dust jacket are not as vibrant as they will be in person. But if we have a look at the studio shot, it just looks absolutely incredible. I'm so pleased with how these have turned out. It looks so good in matte finish. I think we made the right decision. This is the first time that we're seeing Kirsten's foil art for Petition on a physical book, because since the production process was exactly the same, I only got one physical sample copy of Supplicant. Again, I'm really blown away by how much these resemble the 3D mockups that I had for the Kickstarter campaign. I also love how subtle that the holographic foil effect is. It's a little bit easier to see in the studio shots just because the studio lighting and the studio camera is a bit better in picking up the color shifts of the holographic foil. The other thing that's really, really cool to see is the ribbons. The ribbon for Supplicant is a teal, which is kind of hard to see without the studio lighting. This is what it should look like with the ribbon bookmarks and the end papers. I tried to color match these as closely as I could to the predominant color on the dust jacket. Kirsten's art would have looked really good in high contrast colors, but I think just looking at this, you can just tell that the design has always been meant for foil. I'm so glad that we were able to get these done. I just can't imagine the end papers any other way now. Since I didn't get a full sample of Petition, this is the first time that I'm seeing the interior, which includes the two map illustrations that I did. I was a bit nervous about these because I also use a cream paper in the retail editions, but it's not very cream. And so the maps in the retail versions have a background shading to them. For the special editions, however, I was worried it might come out too dark. And so I took away a lot of that background shading. And I'm so pleased to see that it has turned out looking so well. Everything in the interior is looking really good. I'm really pleased with how the chapter headers have turned out. The map for Supplicant is actually a full color insert, which means it's printed on a slightly thicker paper stock, more similar to the end paper stock, and it has the effect of making the colors really pop as well as making it a little bit sturdier. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. The one thing Supplicant has, which Petition doesn't, is 3 interior black and white illustrations. Those didn't really come up in the page flip videos, and so the printer has sent these still photos of what they look like. We've also got some still photos of the character art prints. And if you've watched the unboxing video, then you'll remember that Rosemary was a bit worried about how dark everything was coming out on the character art prints. You can see in the photo of these finished art prints that we do not have the oversaturation that happened in the sample prints, and I cannot wait to get a set of these in my hand so I can frame them and hang them up. That is it for our first look at the advanced copies of these special editions. When they arrive, I will be back with another unboxing video, but in the meantime, if you did back over on Kickstarter and you have moved since addresses were locked back in December, do make sure to let me know what your new address is by sending me a message through Kickstarter. If you missed out on backing the Kickstarter, or you're seeing this for the first time due to whatever algorithm magic, and you would like to have a set of these beautiful books for your shelves, I'm still taking late pledges for these through my website, so I will put a link in the description below. Thank you so much for your patience, and I'm really looking forward to getting these books to you.